Now, what's Todd all so excited about? You're Joe! Yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of characters named Joe. Not characters, there are a lot of people named Joe, I would say. Including a certain scaly beast from Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Yep, that's me. Surprise you know my handle, kid. If you haven't guessed already, I'm not going to be talking in any accents. The only if you could call it an accent, that I ever used in any playthrough was with Woolbeard in the previous game. Heh, I love that guy. Of course I know you. You're the greatest fossil fighter in the whole world. Your fossil battle skills are legendary. You're Joe Wildwest. Can't believe I'm actually talking to you. This is amazing. I must sound like a real nerd, huh? I'd say fanboy is the correct term. But never mind that. Allo's back. That Allosaurus is madder than a sack full of hornets. We can't let it leave the mountain all riled up like that, or folks will be in a heap of trouble. Ain't no other choice. We gotta subdue the critter in a fossil battle. How about it, small fry? You think you're up for it? I'll even loan you one of my dino medals for the fight, so how about it? Oh, my stomach, it hurts real bad. I must be that rotten banana I ate this morning. Yeah, that's it. I really want to fight, but I don't think I can, so you'll have to fight in my place, Volantes. You'll be seeing this a lot in the game, viewers. Guy's a bit of a chicken. Fair enough, guess I'll be lending you my dino medal instead. I got 4 of them, so just take whichever one strikes your fancy. And you won't recognize any of them. They're all brand new. First up is Erostion. He's a power type that overwhelms foes with his sharp claws. That's a fast-growing, well-balanced Vivosaur called the Toba Titanosaur. It's one of your more fashionable types. There's Centaursaurus. It's a backup type Vivosaur that has great support skills. Finally, we got Dimetrodon. It's a tricky technical type that confounds foes with special skills. Now, up on the top screen, there's a comparison of all 4 of the Vivosaurs. We got Erostion, which is proficient in attack. We got the Toba Titanosaur, which is more proficient in defense. Then Centaursaurus, which is more of speed and support. And Dimetrodon, which is all about accuracy and support and defense and whatnot. It's more well-rounded. Eros and Cintau are both close range. Toba is long range, and Dimetro is mid-range. Eros is air type, Toba is water type, Cintau is earth type, and Dimetro is fire type. Now, I've never used Cintau and Toba, but I like using Eros and Dimetro a lot. Eros is my personal favorite, but I already have a kind of a team planned out for this game. So I'm going to be going with Dimetro, especially because there aren't very many fire types in this game that I'm a particular fan of. So I'll be choosing Dimetrodon. Grease my pants and call me slick. That's a fine choice there, small fry. And now remember, once you throw that dino medal at the Allosaurus, your Vivosaur will be unleashed. The strength of a fossil fighter depends on how much of a bond they build with their Vivosaurs. So make sure y'all trust each other and try to have some fun, alright? Yeah, life or death situations are very fun. Anyway, Dimetrodon, I choose you. And there he is. Prepare for a clash of the titans. Okay. Now, first and foremost, this battle screen probably looks kind of unfamiliar if you've watched my original Fossil Fighters playthrough. That's because the battling mechanics in this game are slightly different. The reason Dimetro is in that particular space and not right up in front, like with Allosaurus, is because he's already at optimum range. I did say he's a mid-range class, so he works best when he's in between the closer range and the longer range. Anyway, Fossil Battle is about to begin, and I'm reading up the instructions on the top screen here. Your Vivosaur is on the left. Enemy Vivosaurs on the right. Here's the LP gauge. It shows the Vivosaur's life points. If a Vivosaur's LP gauge drops to 0, it'll be knocked out of the battle. So to win, knock out the enemy Vivosaur by depleting its LP gauge before it does the same to you. Let's make your Vivosaur attack the Allosaurus. The Vivosaur with the highest speed gets to move first. Speed replaces evasion in this game. They're essentially the same thing. Vivosaurs need energy to take actions. This energy is called Fossil Power, or FP. FP was just recharged. FP is consumed when a Vivosaur acts, then recharged on the next turn. You'll choose these icons on the bottom of the screen to command your Vivosaur in battle. To make a Vivosaur attack, you've got to select the attack icon. Okay, so you can do whatever you want, really, but as it turns out, you can't. Now we choose a Vivosaur that'll do the attacking, and you can take this opportunity to take a look at Dimetro. It's already at rank 2, it's got 24 attack, which is pretty decent. Its support effects are a 13% decrement to accuracy and speed. Its only skill is Dimetro Fang. It is the FP Absorb ability, and as I mentioned, it's a mid-range class. Only attack we have is Dimetro Fang, but that's okay. Now let's take a look at Allosaurus. It's rank 1, it has a meager 13 attack. It has a 4% support effect that increases speed. In the original game it was 40, but in this game, Vivosaur support effects grow alongside the Vivosaur, which is pretty interesting. Allo Bite is its only skill, it doesn't have an ability, and it's a close range class. Anyway, Dimetro Fang. Take a look at the top screen and you can see all the fancy battle animations. So you can only attack once per turn, so we'll have to end our turn and wait for the Allosaurus to attack. Thanks to FP Absorb, we get a little bit of FP from that attack. Now, the fossil battle will be over as soon as you attack twice. This is the second attack, so it'll be over right about now. It's impossible to knock out the Allosaurus. Even with Erostian, and he's the most powerful of the four. Easily the most powerful of the four. That Allosaurus finally calmed down and went back into his dino metal. Nice job, Small Fry, you did real good. You ran that fossil battle like a pro, Volantes. You're awesome. Huh? Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Yeah, well, who cares about that now, am I right? I never cared in the first place, Todd. Vivosaurs need to be with fossil fighters they know they can trust. If they're abandoned, they go feral and their true nature emerges. That's why I'm here, actually. The Fighters Association asked me to round up rogue Vivosaurs. Aw shucks, where are my manners? You know this already, but I'm Joe Wildwest and I'm a fossil fighter. Your dream is to become great fossil fighters just like you. Well, I've already achieved that, because I defeated a planet-eating monster in the previous game. Y'all ought to aim a little higher. Don't try to be as good as me, try to be better. Well, I suppose I should think about seeing you two home, but I ain't quite done with my job yet. I still got one more Vivosaur that needs rescuing, you see? But y'all seem pretty capable, so I trust you can make it home. Aw, Bacon, I darn near forgot that dino metal I loaned ya. Tell you what, Volantes, what say you keep it as a way of my saying thanks for all the help? Get Todd. This is what you get if you wimp out of these things. If you love your Vivosaurs and share their passion for fossil battles, then y'all can accomplish anything. I look forward to the day you both become proper fossil fighters, but for now I gotta mosey on down the trail. Adios, amigo. Wow, we just got advice from Joe Wildwest himself. No choice now, Volantes, we have to become fighters. Yeah, I know you want it bad, but not as bad as me. Yeah, but guess who has the skills to back it up? That's right, it's me. I don't like bragging like that usually, but I really don't like Todd. 2 years later. I'm not kidding, Todd's even worse than Rosie, and I'm not a fan of Rosie. I can't believe it's finally gonna happen, Volantes. My heart is beating like a jackhammer. We're gonna be in Joe's very own tournament, the Caliosteo Cup. All the cool fighters just call it the Cup for short. And no Terraboat in this game. We get to travel by helicopter. And we're just about at our destination. Welcome to Ribular Town, and yes, it is indeed named after the bone. There are a lot of bone jokes in this game. Just wait. Welcome to Caliosteo Fossil Park, a prehistoric world of dreams, dinosaurs, and adventure. The park was founded by none other than Joe Wildwest, the superstar fossil fighter. It is composed of 3 islands, Ribular Island, Cranial Isle, and Ilium Island. See? Bone jokes. Visitors are welcome to excavate fossils and revive as many Vivosaurs as they like. And of course, there's plenty of fossil fighting to be done. But for now, please make yourselves at home here in lush green Ribular Town. This is an important public service announcement. Registration is ending soon, which means we really gotta book it. Fighter Station, it's the building right behind us. A big old fancy place. It's an integrated facility serving all your fossil fighter needs. It is a cleaning room and a fossil stadium, unlike in the previous game where the cleaning room and the fossil stadium were separate. Wait, please, there's something very important I have to tell you. To open the main menu, press the X button or touch the icon in the bottom right corner of the screen. Oh my. I love it when they break the fourth wall like that. Alright, a nice, very large lobby, much larger than the ones in the previous game. You'll notice I'll be comparing this game to the previous one a lot. Alright. Someone will be along shortly, and when they mean shortly, they mean right now. Hey there, I'm Stella. I'm the staff leader here on Ribular Island. You guys just made it in time, but since you did, I'm going to start the tour in the most important place. Give you 3 guesses as to what the most important place is, and the first 2 don't count. It is none other than the cleaning room. Much more high-tech than the original. Welcome to the most important place for fighters, the cleaning room. This is the cleaning machine. It carves fossils out of their rocky prisons. And I see it as a gamepad. Like a Game Boy gamepad right there on the table there. Pretty interesting. And this machine revives the Vivosaurs from the fossils. That's some pretty high-tech stuff. We try to stay up to date. As such, these machines may be a bit different from what you're used to, but they're essentially the same, as you will see. Here we are. First, let's give cleaning a try, and once again, I'm reading the instructions on the top screen here. This is a fossil rock. There's a fossil buried inside it. Cleaning is the process of extracting fossils by carving away the rock without damaging the fossil. You can see how well your cleaning is going on the upper screen. If the stone is being carved cleanly, is that even a word? The blue meter will increase from the bottom. If you damage the fossil, the red meter will increase from the top. If the blue meter rises above the line, it counts as a successful cleaning, but if the red meter drops below the line, the cleaning is a failure. This is the remaining time. You have 90 seconds, just as in the previous game. Now, the tools are exactly the same. We got those icons there. We have the drill. It's the more delicate tool. The microphone blows away the rock dust. Hammer is the more brute force tool, which uses to smash layers of rock away. And the X-ray lets you see what's inside the rock. Okay, now I'm going to be cutting this out of the recording session, so I'll see you in a few seconds.